Chicken is marinated with spices, ginger and garlic paste, yogurt, and some fried onions. It's then simmered in its own marinade. It's finished off with Kewra water and a paste made from pumpkin seeds and cashew nuts, and more yogurt is added. It's then layered with fragrant rice and topped with crispy onions and steam cooked. Hi everyone, welcome back to Cravings Food Adventures. I'm Cardamoms. I have a really special recipe for you today. We're going to be making white biryani. Yes, you heard me right. This is a biryani that's made with all kinds of ingredients that don't have a ton of color. It has the same great flavor you can expect from a biryani, but it looks just a little bit different. Before I go any further with this recipe, to make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure to ring that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Now, let's get cooking. I'm going to start with the rice. This is 2 cups of basmati rice and I'm going to let it soak for at least 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, rinse it out a few times to remove the excess starch. To make the fried onions for this recipe, I'm using white onions. I have 4 cups of onions here and it may seem like a lot, but I will be using it in the prep as well as a topping later. When you fry the onions for this recipe, in particular, I want to fry them so they're crisp but a light brown to keep the color as light as possible. I have half a cup of melon seeds here and half a cup of cashew nuts. And I'm just going to make a paste by adding a little bit of water. I have a whole chicken here and I cut this up into small pieces. This is roughly 3 pounds. It's a little over a kilo because it's bone in. Add the juice of half a lime. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of crushed white peppercorns. If you don't have white peppercorns, you can use black peppercorns. Add 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, and 3 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste. Next, I'm going to add some salt to taste and a cup of yogurt. And I'm also going to add half a cup of the fried onions I fried earlier. Mix this really well. If possible, marinate this overnight or at least for 30 minutes. To cook the gravy, I'm going to add 1 cup of oil. I'm going to use the same oil that we used to fry the onions. This oil is super fragrant, don't throw it away. Next, I'm going to add some whole spices. I'm going to add 2 inches of cinnamon, 4 star anise, 1 teaspoon of Shah Jeera, 1 teaspoon of black peppercorns, and 4 to 5 green cardamoms. Add 1 cup of diced onion. Now I'm also going to add 3 green chilies. You can add a bit less if you like to cut down the heat. Add the chicken in. And don't forget, I'm going to add all of the marinade in as well. Next, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of Kewra water. Now this is similar to rose water. It comes from the pandanus flower and it leaves a wonderful essence. I'm going to cover this and I'm going to allow it to cook for 10 to 15 minutes. Keep stirring this to prevent burning. Next, I'm going to add the melon and cashew nut paste. This is roughly a cup. I'm also going to add another cup of yogurt. I'm going to mix everything together and I'm going to leave it aside. Now for the rice. I have about 4 cups of water here and I'm going to add salt to taste. Just for some flavor, I'm going to add in half a cup of fried onions and a 1/4 cup of mint leaves. I'm going to add in all of the washed and drained rice. Put a lid on this and cook this till the rice is about 60% done. The time will vary depending on the heat source and the size of the pot. Once 60% cooked, remove it and drain it. Now to layer the biryani. Add the chicken at the bottom. I'm going to make sure to get all of this gravy in here. And I'm going to top it with the rice. Top it with the rest of the onions and spread it out. You will notice that since I'm making a white biryani, I'm not using ingredients like chili powder, ghee, saffron and food color, as all of these will color the dish. By the way, I'm sure I will get some comments about this. This vessel is over 30 years old. Typically in India, a girl gets a set when she runs her own kitchen, and her name is engraved on the pot. Because I got my set before I got married, it has my maiden name on it. It looks pretty banged up, but I continue to use it for my daily cooking, and I love them. I like to cover this with foil and stick it in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes till the rice has cooked in its own steam. Once done, remove the foil and I'm going to add in some coriander and mint leaves, and this is ready to enjoy. Thank you so much for joining me on Cravings for Adventures. I hope you enjoyed this delicious recipe for white biryani. If you love this recipe, give me a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and leave me a comment below so I know what other kinds of recipes you're looking for. Also follow me behind the scenes on all of my social channels. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Until I see you next time, do take care. Bye.